Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Outer Wilds. Hopefully, the issue with my microphone being a little muffled is resolved. Um, there are two places left in the system for us to explore, that being the Quantum Moon and the Dark Bramble. What I. Wow, did they change the color of the question marks? That's a weird thing to change. Whatever. Before we head to the Quantum Moon, there is one more thing on Ember Twin that I think we ought to find first. And because it is a little time sensitive, I'm just going to go straight there. I'm not going to worry about discovering it, you know? So I hope you'll forgive me for dropping the illusion a little bit, which I'm sure it's not a big deal. I've not exactly been. I've been upfront about the fact that I do know about this game. It's just I've been trying to keep up the mystery as much as possible. And I hope, like I mentioned previously, I hope that I've not spoiled too much and that I've been keeping it relatively spoiler free. So, on that note, what do we know so far? We know that the Ash Twin project needed a source of energy capable of. Oh, that was interesting. Maybe we'll come back and explore that at some later time. They needed a source of energy in order to shove enough energy into the warp core to send the information back 22 minutes. And they did not explicitly say what they needed that for at this point, but when we went to Giant's Deep, to the probe tracking module that was at the core, it did mention that it was retrieving data from the Ash Twin. So I think the reasonable conclusion, and we do know that there are three statues that are activated. There's me, Gabbro, and something else, which I don't know if they ever actually said what it is, but I think it's reasonable to conclude that that is connected to the probe, and so the probe sends its information back in time. Uh, like it launches at the beginning of the loop, and then it sees what it can see, and then it launches information about what it found 22 minutes back in time at the end of the loop. I've forgotten how to make my way through here, actually, now that I think about it. This isn't good. Uh... This is very much not good. Okay, Did I miss something? Doesn't this take us back out to the surface? Yes, it does. But the cavern is filling with sand pretty quickly. Yeah, this is bad. Okay, no. Well, I think we're gonna have to restart the loop. What the heck? Oh, okay, we're good. I hope. Oh goodness, this is confusing. Okay, this is promising. Okay, what was I saying before I lost my train of thought in a slight panic? So, the probe that gets launched from Giant's Deep at the beginning, of every loop, is connected to a statue in the Ash Twin. And that statue is storing the information about where the probe went and what it found until it found the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe, at which point it reported it to the Ash Twin. Uh, but the Nomai are no longer around to stop the loop or to do anything with the information, so the loop just kind of kept progressing. Uh, so, oh, okay, this is good. And so yeah, that's what's going on with the Ash Twin project. Is it needed enough energy to send information back in time 22 minutes using the information they discovered from the warp cores that a black hole and a white hole can. Oh, okay. Aha, now we're getting into quantum-y stuff. This is what I was trying to do before, but I think now that we're closer to the actual thing, it's doing what I expected it to. Oh, goodness. Okay. Yikes. That could have been bad. Okay. I think I lost a lot of oxygen there. That or I've wasted more time than I thought. Aha! Look at this. This looks Nomai-ish. Oh! Unidentified signal nearby. Where? If you've come here to look for Coleus, this is where we were when he vanished. He's been missing for 2 days now. Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Coleus isn't. Coleus and I observed this unusual-looking rock shard and several smaller rocks in at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. What happened before Coleus disappeared? We were... Oh, it's Melloray. We were examining the different rocks. I recall Coleus standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Coleus and the rock were both gone. Oh! Good to know. I hope we can find some oxygen soon. So he went missing. He was standing on the rock, and then the lantern died. And now we're in a different cave. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or an exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation. Hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Melloray is here now too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness, the being can become entangled with the quantum object and they can move together. Friends, Coleus has discovered a new quantum rule. He also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he does learn something useful from it. Well, that's awfully kind of him. Okay, so we're touching the rock, we get entangled, and then now we're in a new place. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? Oh yeah, you could see on the little mini-map that we're not at the North Pole anymore. We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Melloray and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Coleus is missing. He vanished from Lake Bed Cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this help us discover Coleus. Speaking of not having any air, I don't have any air anymore. Drat. Okay, but we discovered the third quantum rule, right? So one is that if you have an image of a quantum object, it's frozen. It won't teleport. The other one is if you're touching a quantum object, when it teleports, then you'll be teleported with it. And then the third one is... I don't remember off the top of my head. Let's look in the ship log and find out. Lakebed Cave. Quantum Caves. The Nomai noticed a strange wandering rock that appeared in multiple caves on Ember Twin's northern hemisphere. I found a strange rock shard that moves when I'm not watching. It emits a signal on the quantum fluctuations frequency. A Nomai named Coleus was standing on the wandering rock when another Nomai's lantern died. When they relit the lantern, Coleus and the rock were both gone. To travel with a quantum object, I must stand on the object and cease to observe my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. Coleus used this quantum rule to escape the cave he was trapped in. Coleus and Melore returned to examine the rock. They theorized that when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to observe his or her surroundings, the being can become entangled with that quantum object, and they both move together. Alright, and then... what was this one? Oh, I guess the rule is that the shrine... there's a shrine on the quantum moon, I guess, and the shrine has to be on the North Pole in order to access the mysterious sixth location. So let's do that. I think we ought to, while we're at the beginning of a new loop, let's explore the anglerfish cave that we saw when we were in the Sunless City, because they said that they learned some information there that would help them with the anglerfish in... Okay, I think we're good. The anglerfish in Dark Bramble. And I think probably on the next episode we're going to go to Dark Bramble, so it'd be good to know whatever information they have in store for us. Gorgeous. I like the way the light is reflecting off the sand on Ash Twin. It's just beautiful. Okay, so we're looking for the gravity cannon. Uh-oh. I accidentally landed on Ash Twin. At least it was a nice and gentle landing. Oh, I believe... yeah, it's over here. Okay, and then they also said that there's... Uh-oh. 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 Okay, we're good. So the way to get in there is in the Stepping Stone Cave. But in order to see the entrance, you have to... they said feed a light to the anglerfish. And what I assume that means is you have to throw your probe into the mouth of the anglerfish. Anglerfish Overlook District. We want that. And then let's actually not do that for the time being. Let's just go to the anglerfish and get the light in there. Because they said that the light will help you... excuse me. Will help you find a cave in the Stepping Stone District. Here we go. Come on. Gotta get it in the mouth, I think. Okay, that should do. Okay, so now I can shut these off and know which one is the stepping stone district by turning on these lights. Okay. Is there anything to learn here while the sand is still low? Oh, we've been here. These were just the kids telling you about the relationship between the Stepping Stone district and the Anglerfish Cave. Okay. I see the light there. Presumably that's from my little scout. Aha! Oopsies, I missed. Uh-oh, not good. Well, that sucks. Let's try that again, but better. Ow! No! Ah! That's a little frustrating. Okay, we made it. Oh. Okay. Whoever it was when we ended last time, whoever was it when we ended last time is the anglerfish. Rule change, the anglerfish now has to wear a blindfold, and do not peek. Why are we changing it? It's too hard if you can't see anything. Aunt Pie says real anglerfish are blind, so you have to wear a blindfold. The rule stands. Rule update. It's okay if younger kids don't wear the blindfold when they're it. The rest of us will still wear it for scientific accuracy and to make the game more even. The rest of us, the little fish, line up against one wall. When the anglerfish says go, the little fish sneak across the... Oh, I've played that game before. I've heard a couple of different names, but I know it best as the shark game. If the anglerfish catches you, you're eaten. The last little fish to be caught is the new anglerfish. The old anglerfish gives the new anglerfish the blindfold and becomes a little fish. Okay, so the anglerfish are blind. They can't see. But presumably they still have a way to hunt stuff down, right? Those certainly don't look like the kinds of teeth that would feed on sedentary creatures. I've been hanging out with that Nomai too much, thinking too much about rocks. Uh-oh. Oh, here we go. Is this on the surface? No. But we're back in the city. Oh, okay, here we are. Yeah, we were at that one already. Okay, cool. So now we got to find the probe cannon. Is this it? Or the gravity cannon, rather. Too many cannons. Nope, that's the Eye Shrine District. Alright, let's just find where it is. High Energy Lab Trailhead. Actually, wasn't it like way up at the top? That's an open door. That might be it. Oh, nearly hit that cactus. Wait. Nope, that's Anglerfish Fossil Overlook again. Oh, I totally don't remember what direction I came in from. Wait, that looks promising. Gravity cannon, excellent. Okay, cool. Alright. Well, let's check on our ship's log and then head on over to... Ow! The Quantum Moon. Also, let's heal and refuel and etc. Anglerfish fossil. No, my children used to play a game here. One player was the anglerfish and wore a blindfold. The rest of the children, the little fish, lined up against one wall. The anglerfish said go, the little fish had to sneak across to the other side. Blindfold rule was added because real anglerfish are blind. Anglerfish. Okay. Yeah. Hello, brittle, dark bramble. We'll investigate you in a bit. Okay. So there's the quantum moon. If I can lock onto it, please. There we go. Please don't crash into the sun. Okay, we're good. So, I guess let's see what awaits us on the quantum moon. Presumably, as long as we're looking at it, it won't teleport away. Okay, apparently not. Oh, I bet it's because of the clouds. So you fly through the clouds, and it blocks your vision, and the moon teleports. Oh, nuts. Okay, well, there it is. So, I guess we can just take a picture of it from space. Okay. Hopefully that's good. Whoa. Okay. Here we are. Alright, that's presumably the shrine. But let's see what else there is here. Oh, okay. Yeah, they did mention that the quantum moon makes the same sound. Hello, shrine. There should be something else here. I don't know if we found... Oh. I don't know if we found it, but they did mention that you always appear at the South Pole of the quantum moon. So the trick is to get to the North Pole, it seems. Solanum. So presumably that was Solanum we found. I'm here. After watching it wander the skies for so long, I'm about to stand for the first time on the quantum moon. As expected, my shuttle has landed at the moon's south pole. I will make the remainder of my journey on foot. We don't know why the quantum moon always welcomes its visitors at the south pole, just that this is true. As a child, I considered such unknowns sinister. Now, though, I understand they bear no ill will. The universe is, and we are. I'm ready. Alright. Before we... Where's my ship? I don't see my little ship marker anywhere. It's gotta be around here somewhere, right? Okay, whatever. We'll worry about that later, I think. For now... Oh, I hate the music here. Okay, so they said this shrine will help us on our journey. And we need to make it to the North Pole. So... Okay, so this is like the little locator thing that we saw. Where, you know, it'll change position where, like right now, the quantum moon is in orbit around Brittle Hollow, so that's where the little locator is. We saw one in the Tower of Quantum Knowledge, too. What? Oh, that changes the lights. And then these are... That's the Tower on Giant's Deep, the caves, and then the Tower of Quantum Knowledge. Okay, well, we learned that we have to be in complete darkness. Okay, so now we're at the Eye of the Universe. Wait, shoot, I just changed it, didn't I? Dang it! Okay. Hold on. Oh, Giant's Deep. Now there's water. Oh. Oh, it's like, it's changing. The surface is changing depending on where it is. Ah, okay, and like before we saw the like hexagonal rock formations and the ice like on Brittle Hollow. Okay, she was like, wasn't she? Oh! Even Solanum seems to be quantumized. Now that's interesting. Well, it's gonna let us walk north. Like, there was a barrier surrounding us last time. Oh, okay. I guess that figures. We're on Giant's Deep. Well, here's the shrine. So let's shrine it up. See if we can get into the North Pole. Eye of the Universe. I assume we have to be on the North Pole, right? Yeah. Yeah, we do. Okay, no getting out that way. Oh, wait. That'll do. Oh. Now there's like a little grassy covering. Okay, there's our ship again. Hey, that looks like that's on the North Pole. Okay. And they said the sixth location was at the Eye of the Universe. So, presumably now it'll let us out? Indeed. Whoa. What's going on up there? Static. It won't show me. Oh! Hello! Presumably you're Solanum. Where are we? Okay. Identify Eye of the Universe. So wait, how is she here if we saw her dead at the South Pole? We are orbiting the Eye of the Universe now, although we cannot see it, only the quantum moon's reflection of it. The Eye is older than the universe itself, and my clan believes it dwells in the extremely distant orbit around the star system. Okay. So now identify you, please. I am Solanum, a Nomai. My clan arrived in this star system before my birth, and now we call it home. Will all of these combinations give me new information? So identify quantum moon. This is the quantum moon, where we both are standing. Despite also orbiting other celestial bodies, the quantum moon is the eye of the universe's moon. Okay, so they consider this to be its primary location, I suppose. Pick up me. I've never met one of your kind before. It's an honor to speak with you. I particularly admire your 4 eyes. There are many questions I would ask if I could comprehend your language. You have my gratitude for understanding mine. You're welcome. Okay. I'm glad that I can understand yours too. It makes this whole endeavor much easier. Oh, okay, so I can combine... I don't see any kind of restriction on what I can combine. These are the 2 tenets of Nomai philosophy. To seek out and understand is our way of living. Okay. Oh. And then explain Eye of the Universe, please. There's fundamental uncertainty throughout the universe. Normally, this uncertainty is only observable on a very small scale. As one approaches the eye, however, that uncertainty grows enormously. The quantum moon probably exhibits macroscopic quantum behavior because of its proximity to the eye. Shards that broke off from the quantum moon have a similar effect. I imagine you've seen them elsewhere in the system. Conscious observation forces a quantum object to collapse to a single possibility, but what would happen if a conscious observer somehow entered the eye itself? Over time, this has become my clan's greatest question. Excuse me. Okay. Interesting. So, yeah, quantum uncertainty. That's not an unfamiliar concept to me. I am on my first pilgrimage to the quantum moon. All Nomai in my clan make this journey when we come of age. Even though the eye cannot be reached from here, the quantum moon remains special to us, as it carries us nearer to the eye than any other place we know. I've journeyed here to be close to the eye. While the eye is obscured from our sight, we can see the quantum moon's reflection of the eye in the sky above us. I guess, is that what the eye of the universe looks like then? Explain quantum moon. Have you encountered a quantum shard on another planet? The shards look the same as the quantum moon surface does now while at the eye. From this, we can reasonably infer that the quantum moon's natural state is as we see it now, and that the eye is its primary location. Given the quantum moon is the eye's moon, it's likely that any characteristics the moon exhibits are also exhibited by the eye itself. The quantum moon and its shards, for instance, are quantum. Thus the eye is likely also quantum. In fact, this moon is probably quantum because its proximity to the eye made it quantum, the same way that the areas surrounding quantum shards that landed on other planets eventually became quantum too. Right, so like stuff around the shard starts disappearing and being all quantum weirdness as well, like in the grove and in the cave and things like that. I imagine your purpose here is the same as mine, to learn about and find the eye of the universe. I'm unsure how you arrived here, however. Perhaps you came from another star system as my clan originally did? It doesn't appear so. We seem to have grown up. In fact, your clan did find us before. So, these two stones have had everything done. So now I can just go through these combinations. You, Eye of the Universe. Many in my clan have believed the Eye called to us for a particular purpose. When I was a child, I used to believe the Eye was malevolent, so to have lured my clan to this star system only to then vanish from them so completely. I notice time has no longer stopped, so that must mean the supernova started. Yeah, I can hear the music now. But I don't fear the Eye anymore. In fact, it became my fondest hope to see the Eye itself someday, but I fear this may be beyond my reach. You may think I'm strange, but I have a hypothesis that I may not be entirely alive. Perhaps my journey has reached its end. Well, we did find your corpse several times. So presumably it's like, just like the, hold on, I'll explain in the next episode. I imagine you've noticed the quantum moon changes in appearance depending on which location it is currently orbiting. For instance, the moon looks quite differently when orbiting Giant's Deep than it does when orbiting the Hourglass Twins. Because the quantum moon clearly changes in different forms, the eye, being this moon's primary location, must be similarly malleable. From this, we can hypothesize that the eye represents extreme changeability. That said, despite its malleable nature, the quantum moon becomes locked in one specific version of itself when it's consciously observed. But what would happen if a conscious observer were to enter the eye? That's a good question. One that I think we'll have to wait till after we die. Suppose you could reach the eye of the universe. Would you try to enter it? What would you... Hold on. Yeah, would you try to enter it? What do you imagine the effects of a conscious observer might be? It's hard to say, really. Oh, there we go. Okay, so I imagine that there are different... just like the quantum shards exist in a superposition and only lock into one position when you're observing it, when Solanum came to the quantum moon, she also came to be in a superposition, where some of her versions are still at the South Pole, but one of her versions is here, and all of the other versions at the South Pole died when the Nomai did. But I guess we'll have to find out more on the next episode, so until then, I'll see you later.